In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? Who resigned as UK Prime Minister after the Brexit vote? Which country experienced the Arab Spring in 2011? Which U.S. president was impeached in 1998? What event started World War I? Who became Chancellor of Germany in 1933? In which country did Nelson Mandela become president in 1994? Which U.S. president signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964? Brexit officially occurred in which year? Who led the Russian Revolution of 1917? What political scandal led to Nixon's resignation? Which country left the Soviet Union first in 1990? Which agreement ended apartheid in South Africa? In 2021, which country saw a military coup overthrow Aung San Suu Kyi? Who was U.S. president during the 9/11 attacks? What major political event happened in Tiananmen Square, 1989? In 2016, who attempted a failed coup in Turkey? Which European country had a Yellow Vest protest movement in 2018? Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? The Paris Agreement, signed in 2015, deals with who declared India's independence in 1947? The Cuban Missile Crisis was between USA and which country? Which African country had a genocide in 1994? The Maastricht Treaty created which organization? In 1980, who became Poland's Solidarity leader? In 2022, who became UK Prime Minister after Liz Truss resigned? Which U.S. president normalized relations with China in the 1970s? Who led China's Communist Revolution? The Good Friday Agreement, 1998, ended conflict in. Who became the first president of Russia after the USSR fell? What year did the United Nations form? Who was the leader of Iraq during the Gulf War? Which country did the Velvet Revolution take place in 1989? Which U.S. president was in office during the Iran hostage crisis? What year did the United Kingdom join the European Economic Community? In 1959, who became the leader of Cuba? Who was assassinated in Dallas in 1963? What political party ruled East Germany before reunification? What major trade agreement involved the United States, Canada, and Mexico? Who was overthrown in the Iranian Revolution of 1979? Which country voted to leave the EU in 2016? In which country did the Prague Spring happen? What was the main goal of the Marshall Plan? Who succeeded Mao Zedong in China? In 2008, who was elected the first black U.S. president? The Camp David Accords were peace agreements between Israel and what triggered the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003? In 1961, what structure divided Berlin? What year did the Soviet Union officially dissolve? Who was the British PM during World War II? The Gulf of Tonkin incident led the U.S. deeper into which war? The Orange Revolution occurred in which country? Which treaty ended World War I? The Iron Lady was the nickname for? The Boston Tea Party was a protest against? Which country did the U.S. buy Alaska from? In 1989, which European country's communist leader, Nicolae Ceausescu, was overthrown? In 1948, which Middle Eastern country was created? Who signed the Emancipation Proclamation?